stomach cramps. I am not feeling 100%. It's better. I'm over it. But I'm just not feeling 100%. So when that happens, I know myself. I don't fully connect when I'm not feeling well. Um, but here's the good thing about that. Spirit's always got my back. And today, Spirit's got my back in the form of my lovely, amazing Jacqueline. So Jacqueline's going to help. I don't know how this is going to flow. We're just going to go with it. Um, I am connected. I can connect, but sometimes the messages don't come through as clear when I am struggling with something related to my health. Struggling. Nope, we don't use that word in Valerie's universe. When I'm presented with a challenge and an opportunity related to my health, um, I'm just being very aware because I'm reading for a group and I want to make sure that the messages that come through are from spirit and are not interrupted by anything that might be going on with this physical apparatus. So I'm calling in my backup. I'm calling in my spiritual as well as my friend. Jacqueline is going to help out with today's reading. Again, I don't know how this is going to go. I messaged her just a little bit before the meeting. I was like, Jacqueline, help. So we're just going to go with the flow. But I know this. I know that Spirit has set us up for success. I know that Spirit has put Jacqueline in my life as a competent psychic. So I know Spirit's got my back, Spirit's got y'all's back. So whatever messages you came here for, I am 100% certain you will receive them either through me or Jacqueline or through our joint efforts. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and spotlight both of us for today's reading. There we go. Magical Monday Manifestations. Hi, we are your hosts, Valerie and Jacqueline. And every Monday we get together to get messages from Spirit, from the universe, from whatever that entity is that you consider to be bigger, all-encompassing, and holder of wisdom and truth for yourself. Here's a little hint. It's you. It's you. We're all one. We are all part of the universe. It's you. You're just tapping into that sometimes hidden, sometimes unconscious part of yourself that holds wisdom and answers for your path forward. And I am happy to provide a little help in uncovering those inner truths for you. So we use the tarot, and then we also move on to oracle cards. I have my tarot deck in front of me, but we're going to do this tandem style. Jacqueline, you got a tarot deck in front of you? Okay. So because Jacqueline is connected, I'm going to let Jacqueline pull the cards for us today, and then we'll both kind of give our interpretation of what that might mean for the collective. So again, one more time before we get started, I'm going to ask that you will all center and ground yourself, connect in whatever way feels most comfortable for you. Send out your wants, hopes, dreams, desires, questions, pleas for help. Send that out to the universe. Try to get it as direct as possible with your questions, as detailed as possible with your desires. And now we're going to shut that asking off. We're going to understand that our desires, our hopes, our wishes are always, always, always being answered. And we're going to switch into receiving mode, and we're going to ask Spirit, how can I receive the answers? How can I allow this thing that I'm asking for into my life? And with that, we will go ahead and get started with today's reading. Jacqueline, my dear, can you pull 5 tarot cards for the collective?
That I can do. Okay. Our first card is the Ace of Cups. Ooh. Cups. Everyone knows what cups are. Cups are, oh, let's get some. Oh, there we go.
Ace of Cups. I've been pulling that card a lot recently. Jacqueline, you go first. Give us your interpretation of what that card means for this week for the collective.
Well, what I see right off the bat is that with the Ace of Cups, which is emotions, because it's water, I see that things for this week are starting off with a lot of, well, when I see the card, I see the bowl. I see the magic that's coming out of the card. So I see things that are going to be starting a little, that are going to be starting with a little bit of magic this week. If things haven't been going as well as they could, now what I feel that things are either going to continue on with some magic or that they're going to start with some magic. Things that need to, that you just need to let go of certain things, and then just flow with the magic that is happening from here and coming right out of the bowl or going into the bowl. So I would like everyone to just think of what they need to let go of for this. I know it's the middle of the month, just over the middle of the month, and what they want to see happen or begin today when it comes to the magic. What about you, Val?
Yeah, so I love all of that, and that lines up perfectly with this morning as I was on the socials. I knew the full moon was coming up, but I didn't realize it was another super moon and also a partial lunar eclipse. And so with all of that going on, and it's in the sign of Pisces. Pisces is a water sign, and Pisces is known to be one of the strongest emotional signs, the moon being our emotional as well. So we've got emotion in a super moon, in a lunar eclipse. I mean, of course, we're going to pull a card that talks about emotions this week to start the week off of. That Ace of Cups fits perfectly. And interesting that you said, think about what you want to let go of, Jacqueline, because Pisces is the last sign in the zodiac. I think I'm accurate with that. I don't always get them in order, but I do believe Pisces is the last sign in the zodiac, happening during a full moon, which means things have culminated. This is the perfect time to let go of what is not serving you with this full moon, realizing what all has come to fruition, realizing what you want to shed and let go of so that you can regrow something new with the fresh new moon cycle. And also because it's the end of the zodiac, Pisces, we are shedding big time shedding, releasing, letting go of energy. So that message comes up perfect timing. You said, I don't know why, I know it's the middle of the month, but I think that's why, because the energies are moving us towards that. So really, really use the power of the moon, of the collective consciousness, all focused on releasing and letting go. Let these energies come up and bring finality to something you've been working on. Maybe you've been trying to get out of the situation. Maybe it's ending a job situation, ending a relationship, ending a bad habit that you're trying to let go of. Or maybe it's bigger than that, a mindset shift, letting go of lack consciousness, something you've been working on for a long time, possibly even since the beginning of our zodiac year. You're in the 10 energy, you're in the finality, you're in the ending energy with Pisces full moon. So let it go, release it, so that you can then experience that ace, that new, fresh something coming in, more beneficial, more in alignment to replace it. So I love that. Ace of Cups. Yes.
No, as soon as you said the mindset, I just got a little check that yes, a lot of us have a mindset that we are trying to get rid of, that we're trying to let go of, and that we're trying to just move past. And so as soon as you said mindset, what I received is that there's a bunch of us that just can't let go of something that's just always holding us back, something that's just kind of that we really need to start anew with certain mindsets. And I really think as soon as you said the word mindset, I just had a little check in my spirit, like, oh my goodness, do I need to change a mindset of mine? I've got to start being more adventurous. I've got to get out there. I've got to just quit being my quiet self. And I've got to take some chances here and get a little adventurous. So I think that's where I've got to believe in the magic that is happening for this Monday. And I've just got to go from here. There we go with the first card.
I
Ace of
love
Cups.
it.
Okay, second card. Page of Swords. Ooh, a message is coming through because Page is messenger, youthful messenger, but look at this messenger. This messenger is looking at a book and there's a whole bunch of ideas happening. And it's kind of like the same type of thing. It's kind of it reminds me of as soon as you put an ace beside a page, you're kind of getting the youth and the start of something. So right off the bat, I don't necessarily think it has to do with learning in this case, but it has to do with some of our ideas and some of our things that we've already put into us when it comes to knowledge, and some of the things that we already know that we just kind of let go of when it comes to things that we need to. I'm trying to find the right here. There we go. Trying to find the right direction of this
Angle.
card. Right angle. There we. I'm
We
trying,
can.
man. I'm trying, but there we go. A little bit. So I see the little light bulbs over this page's head. I see the ideas. Um, and it just reminds me, I just had a birthday and I had a birthday reading from a special friend. And this special friend just kept saying to me over and over again, you've got to think about some of your core beliefs that are not serving you right now and start thinking of ways to get rid of this core belief. Please excuse me with this angle. Oh, okay, there might be hope. So I was thinking about the core beliefs when I saw this card and I just picked it up. I thought of, okay, I have core beliefs, no matter how much learning and how much thinking I've been doing and how much wanting to change certain mindsets, I've been thinking, okay, I have core beliefs that are no longer serving me that I've just got to get around. And so right now, at this point in time, I'm just thinking that this message from the youthful page is telling me that this is the time to even think of it with the Ace of Cups. How, okay, getting rid of a certain mindset, maybe this is the time to just realize that it has to do with one of my core beliefs that has just got to be
Yes.
taken care of. What do you think, Valerie?
Yeah,
Hey.
that Page of Swords. I like getting the Page of Swords, but also right after the Ace of Cups. So pages are deliverers of messages, but swords is also our thinking mind. And
Yeah.
here it's illustrated as our intelligence, like knowledge that we're taking in. She's reading a book and she's so engrossed in the book that she's walking on tippy toes across that deep cavern.
Yeah.
So maybe she's trying to overcome something, but she's allowed herself to distract herself. Like her focus is not how do I get over the cavern? Her focus is how do I improve myself so that the cavern is no longer a problem? So that's kind of how I saw that. And I have never in my fucking life read that card that way. I've worked with this deck for years and I've never read that card that way. So that had to have been spirit coming through, especially on the day when I say I'm not connected and then spirit comes through with a new explanation for a card. So that's all fun. Swords is our thinking mind, though. So I do feel like this Page of Swords is giving us a chance to shift those mindsets, shift the way we think about things. And also, Swords is communication. Also, understand that maybe we could do a little bit more work on how we communicate ourselves to the world. So, not necessarily communicating through conversation, but
Okay.
if the world were an entity that you were trying to communicate, this is who Valerie is to, check in with yourself and ask yourself, how am I communicating that? How am I presenting myself through all ways, all measures that I have to communicate? How am I presenting myself to the world? And then the last thing that I was thinking about with that card, oh, is the thought going? Communication, Page of Swords, new thoughts coming in. Oh, you were talking about belief structures and belief
Yeah.
mindsets being changed. And that's right. You do
Ah, that, yeah. Well, when I'm thinking, oh, your audio is spotty, my dear, but I do want to hear what you have to say about changing our mindset out in the world and how others see us in the communication out there. So please come back to us at any second here. Oh, she's gone, but she'll be right back. Okay, so we do have the two cards. We do have the first one. And here's me. Oh, there we go. The Ace of Cups, the emotion, and the Page of Swords, the thoughts. And for for the reason that I had with my reading that I had actually with my friend Kendara yesterday, my birthday reading. She was saying that I really had to change a couple core beliefs and to get out there in the world and not worry so much about how I grew up and how some of the thoughts that I had. And this card is not being my friend, but let's go on to the next card and see where, because it's taking her a minute to get here. Oh, there we go. We can see it again. And it is high heels, tippy toes, walking across that cavern, our core beliefs. She's back. She's back.
Back, I think.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Spotlight you again.
We can move on to the next card. The only last thing I was going to say about that card is you were talking about beliefs and trying to change things. A lot of times we try to change things on the surface level,
Right?
and Spirit is showing us that it's our beliefs that need to change. It's the idea of trying to build a new house on sand as a foundation. Your foundation is not strong enough to hold up the new life that you are trying to build. You really need to dig in and figure out a stronger foundation. And stronger foundation means look at your beliefs. Something's
Yes.
going on in your belief structure.
Okay,
All
well,
right.
here we go with the third card. The third card, it kind of we know it as a little scary, but it doesn't look scary to me today, and that is the tower. Because for some reason, yes, do I see the lightning bolt up there? I do. But I also see the two little animals that are down here. One's a squirrel looking up backwards like that, and then there's something else down here for it. And then I see butterflies. Yes, we know the tower means that there could be challenges, but that also means that it's getting rid of. Ooh, let me find it. Ah, there we go. It's also letting go of something or getting rid of stuff, burning away things so something new can begin. So we're kind of in the same realm when it comes to the three cards that we've been talking about today. Please co-host me. I can't, my dear, because you're the host. It's got you as the host, so you have to. Let me find you. Where are you, Valerie? Okay, let's see here. Let's mute you for a second. Let's unmute you for a second. Why can't I? Okay,
All
let's do
right.
this. Are you back?
I should be.
You are here. I can hear you, but I don't, I can't. You're
All
not
right. I think
spotlighted
we're
yet.
good.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
we are having some difficulties today. Who called Mercury back into the room? Let's do some clearing over this session. We're gonna get on track, y'all. Okay, so we got the Tower card. Yes, I feel like the Tower card is nothing to be feared. The Tower card is
yeah,
an excellent card, especially given what we just explained with this full moon, with Pisces energy, letting go of, shedding. Finally, it feels not like, yeah, Valerie, you always talk about letting go of shit that doesn't serve us. It's not like that. It's bigger than that. It's like, no, your life is going to change. Are
yes,
you ready for your life to change? Because now is the chance. Now is what you've been asking for. Your life is going to change. Something, a big chunk of something is about to fall away so that you can rebuild it. So that tower card is that. Something is going to fall away, but it's going to be a big chunk of something. But it's going to allow you the permission, the opportunity, the opening to rebuild something even better and stronger in its place.
right.
All right, Jacqueline, what's our next card?
Next card. Ooh, the Two of Pentacles. And she's just dancing her heart out as she is balancing. Ooh, come on, come on.
We got it. Balancing between the two.
There we go. The Two of Pentacles. Here we go.
Go ahead, Jacqueline. Give us the definition on
Okay,
that one. It's okay if we
okay,
can't see the image.
okay. So the Two of Pentacles. I see this girl. She's just loving life. She's balancing things between well, she's just balancing her life. She's got things going when it comes to her joy, when it comes to her life. She's got everything happening. We have the infinity sign that is happening here within the sun and everything else. This is a sign of she's got it going on, and we just need to walk in this balance. We need to walk in this happiness. We need to walk in this movement. What can you add to this, Val?
Yes, the Two of Pentacles, that particular card from that artist always reminds me of the balance between the way I see it, because it is Pentacles. We're talking
Yeah,
about that earth energy, and that's represented by her coin purse or her purse there, but
yeah,
also the spiritual energy because she's got that infinity sign lassoed around that
yeah.
sun energy, which I just think of as celestial energy. So it's finding the balance between our spiritual and our earthbound energies. But because it's the Two of Pentacles, it's talking about how we can be here in the physically manifested earthbound world, earth energies. Pentacles is also about manifesting, but understanding that we need to have that connection in order to enact and live the life that we want, even though we are here connected to earth, even though we are physical, we still have to have that spiritual connection, that spiritual balance, so that we can do all the things we came to do and manifest all the things we came to manifest here on the earth plan, or here plan, earth plane, by remaining spiritually connected. So finding that balance, not being too overwhelmed by what's going on in the world, reminding that the larger part of yourself always remains non-physical, and connecting to that larger part of yourself, getting that eagle's eye view on what's going on, because that's really where your stability and your trust and your hope and your comfort comes from. So making sure that both of those energies are balanced. All right,
Right.
what do we have next?
The final card, nice card, great card, the Three of Cups. So we started with
Ooh,
cups, we've got another cup to end the five. And what we have are three friends gathering together, like-mindedness, and looking up at the beautiful stars, looking up at what's happening up there. And they are just celebrating what's happening in their lives, what's happening in the universe. And if we can just think of emotions and think of happiness and joy and the sense of community and being with friends and getting out there.
yes. So the Three of Cups for me is always, always that community card.
Mhm.
But it is cups. So it is about intuition. It is about emotions. And like we talked about at the beginning, with that Ace of Cups, with the Pisces, super full moon going on, and also with that Tower card, those are some heavy hitters, y'all. We had some big things afoot for this week. So how are we going to weather these storms if we
Yeah.
choose to call them storms? How are we going to face these challenges? How are we going to find our opportunities? Community, community. This is spirit saying to me, there might be some bumps on your road, but you have helpers, and spirit just demonstrated that to me today with my helper Jacqueline helping out. But also just if you get through your week, and this is a little bit more far reaching
Mhm.
than just this week. These big energies are going to probably show up for you this week. The momentum will build, the changes will happen over the course of the next several weeks. You don't have to do this alone. If you feel lost, if you feel like you're struggling a little bit more than you should, if you feel like you're looking for those opportunities and you just can't see them, get in community. Reach out to like-minded individuals, reach out to your friends, find that support. That's what that card means to me, is you might need a little bit of support as you go through this. So look for your helpers. Look for your helpers. They are there. I promise they are there. Hi, have you met me? My name's Valerie. I'm a helper in this incarnation. So look for your helpers and find community to help you through this week, these energies. There we go, to help you through these energies. So Jacqueline's kind of putting over in chat the cards that we went over through Tarot. And we're going to shift to Oracle cards now. And I have already pulled an Oracle card. Um,
Perfect.
I am feeling a little bit better, as I knew I would. I just need to get in the energy of allowing Spirit's energy to channel through me. And that usually remedied things. Um, so I am pulling cards, and Jacqueline will pull some cards too. Jacqueline, go ahead. You'll pull the next Oracle card.
Okay.
But for the first Oracle deck, I am going to Divine Circus. Some of y'all love this deck. I pulled a card absentmindedly while I was listening to Jacqueline. So I didn't even really intend to pull this card, and it's so interesting to me because I've never pulled this card before, I don't think. So there's the image. Secret of Shinobi, card number 11. 11 is a master spiritual number. Good, because we need spirit to come in force this week. Okay, I'm going to read it. There's a little italicized version at the top that gives you a little bit more insight. So it says, shh, can you keep a secret? It's time to play your cards close to your chest. Soon enough, you'll be ready to stand up on the mountaintop for all to see and hear. For now, let things unfold in the guarded privacy of your inner world. When the time is right to be seen in the light, you'll know what is true and what to do. Until then, be patient, be private, be committed, and wait for the right time to shine. Now, I'm going to interject before I even read the rest of the message. When you hear her say, you'll know when it's your time to shine and look for the opportunity to shine, does that mean to turn your light off? Does that mean if you're a light worker, you're supposed to, oh, I got a message, I better turn my light off? Absolutely not. You keep your light on all the time. What this is talking about is all of what we just read from the tarot reading. There's changes coming, belief structures being moved away, things being resituated in your life so that you can be brighter and shine further and reach further with your light. So keep shining, keep doing what you're doing, but understand that this new thing, that you're in the midst of something changing so that your light can shine brighter. So it's saying, wait for that change, especially if you're working on a belief. If you're working on changing a belief, wait until that belief is fully situated and fully changed. And then you go back to your light, which is still shining because we never turn our light off. And you turn up the amperage because now you're connected. Now you can hold that energy. Now you can shine even brighter. So that's what I'm going to add to this message. I'm going to go a little bit further and see what else comes up with this oracle card. This ninja goddess brings you a message. Sometimes being less visible, less transparent, less seen for a time is helpful. It doesn't mean being dishonest or deceptive, but it does mean keeping your intentions and your truths to yourself until you see the best way to attain your goals. Let's see. If you have been frustrated that you are not breaking through into a more prominent position or not being seen as clearly as you would like, don't worry. That will pass and you will be given time to stand up and be seen at a right time. For now, at least, you can move freely without obstruction, jealousy, competition, or sabotage if you keep your private affairs very private indeed. Again, this is just for a time, not for a life. This is just a period of transition, transformation, and it's saying just wait until it's fully transformed before you step out into this new light. An affirmation with this card, and I'm not reading the whole thing. That's the whole thing, y'all. I'm not reading the whole thing. I'm reading the parts that Spirit is drawing me to. The affirmation is, my inner knowing tells me when to express myself openly and when to remain silent for the greatest good of all. All right. What you
Wow.
got for us,
Oh,
Jacqueline?
well, from Rebecca Campbell's The Ancient Stone. Wow, we've got a great message because the message of the card is called the Gateway. Open doors, opportunities, right timing. And that's a beautiful card. This beautiful lady is walking up this doorway. And it says right here, grand doorways serve as gates to times that once were in the middle of nowhere. Still they stand tall, guiding adventurers to dream into the great mystery of times forgotten. The guiding card, the gateway card is a guiding light for exciting new possibilities and opportunities that are rising within you and beckoning you forth. Says this card usually appears with a message of positive new beginnings and right timing. Opportunities are being handed to you on a platter, and you're being invited to choose a new timeline for your expansion. Your gateway may come through a challenge, the tower, but you're facing it. Could be hard-earned dream coming to fruition, or it may simply be a key to your destiny. It wants you to think about what new directions are you being called to take?
Mm.
What new opportunity are you being called to embrace? Wow. Saying yes to your gateway is saying yes to a higher desired outcome. Saying yes to the gateway is saying yes to your destiny. Saying yes to the gateway is saying yes to your expansion. It's just so wonderful to receive this card in a spread for the message that there's a rare gateway opening just for you. Oh my goodness, if that one doesn't match the last card we had and then everything that was happening in the tarot, I don't know what else is. The
Yes.
gateway,
I
the
love that it said a rare gateway.
yes, a rare gateway. What new
Look for it,
direction?
y'all. Look for it. Oh, that was a really good card. Really
Yeah.
powerful. I love that. Okay, the next deck that I am going to is Mystical Shaman Oracle. I haven't pulled from this deck in a while. I'll tell you, the
Oh,
first deck I reached for was Angels and Ancestors because, and when I reached for that deck, I was like, oh yeah, let me show you the cover so you get what I'm looking at. I was like,
yep.
oh yeah, I think we need some shaman wisdom. And as soon as my brain said that, I was like, I have a shaman deck. Let me pull from the shaman deck instead. So card number 23,
Wow.
the giveaway. The giveaway. Let me hold that up one more time so y'all can see. It's kind of hard to see, but this is an individual with her hand outstretched and there's some light and some orbs there. The giveaway. I don't know that I've pulled this card before. Card number 23, which reduces to 5. You add 2 and 3 together and you get 5, and 5 is the number of challenges and opportunities again. So we have that message again. What support, what wisdom do you have for us? The essence of this card, the giveaway is the gift you offer to life without attachment, without expecting anything back. You can only give what is truly yours: a smile, a nod of encouragement, a gentle touch, a kind word. This is not giving to others what you no longer want, like the sweater that no longer fits, but gifting that which is most precious, your authentic love and genuine feelings. So think about that. When was the last time you gave a piece of who you truly are away? The invitation. Make a list of 10 people and things for which you are grateful. Connect with the feeling of gratitude. The giveaway comes to ask you to feel some gratitude without needing anything or anyone to inspire it, and to share this gratitude with those you meet. As you offer thanks, your heart opens and you start realizing how much love, how much life has given to you. You heal your feelings of scarcity, and open yourself to the abundance that surrounds you. How many of y'all are saying, I should have been a millionaire 10 times over by now? What gives? What gives, Spirit? Come on. I am doing the Lord's work. Why do I not have the money that I should have? I know some of y'all are saying that. How do I know? Because I said it myself this morning in my journal. So what gives? Here's what gives. As you offer thanks, I'm reading it again. Your heart opens and you start realizing how much life has given you. How much do you already have to be grateful for? You heal your feelings of scarcity, because scarcity is just the lie we tell ourselves wrapped up in a whole bundle of emotions. You will heal that. You heal your feelings of scarcity and open yourself to the abundance that surrounds you. The giveaway invites you to be in the flow of life as you give freely and receive freely. So ask yourself that. Um, the idea that you got to spend money to make money is true, but there's more behind that. There's an energetic understanding behind that of, if I am holding all of my gifts to myself, I am stopping the flow. So I'm asking for gifts from the universe, but still keeping all my gifts to myself. That's not flow. That's hoarding. How many of y'all are hoarding your gifts and your spirit and the soul essence of who you are? Send it out. Send it out, send it out. Allow yourself to be in the flow. Give freely. This doesn't mean give money. This doesn't mean give material possessions. This means give who you are. Are you a heart-centered individual? Then give love freely. Are you a really good thinker? You're really up here in your mind and you're a genius level. Give your thoughts, your ideas, your creativity freely so that you can receive freely from the universe. The last part is called the medicine. And this is kind of what you need to do to switch things around if you're in negative aspect with these energies. It is difficult for you to set limits on how much of yourself you, is it difficult for you to set limits on how much of yourself you give? Like, do you feel like you give too much and never get anything in return? If you give more than is healthy, then you will not be able to give for long. You'll feel resentful with your partner or associates, or maybe resentful to the universe. Universe, I've been doing this work for how long, and you ain't giving me my millionaire status yet? That's resentment. Are you resentful with the universe? Or you feel like the world owes you something in return? Oh, I feel like Spirit is talking directly to me with this. Notice if you give for any reason other than pure generosity. Are you trying to be liked or accepted? Are you hoping to heal an old wound? Start giving to yourself first and foremost. Offer yourself the care, the love, the time, and the acceptance that you are longing for. Once you experience plenty, then you can truly give to others. The giveaway. All right, that's all I have to share about that card.
Oh my goodness.
Sure.
It's like we can't make this shit up. We can't
Nope,
make this.
nope.
Okay, I'm bringing
Yay,
from
I didn't know you had that deck too.
yeah, believe in your own magic. Oh my goodness. I love this deck. I love it. And when I saw the deck, I thought of myself this morning, or when I saw this card, I thought of myself this morning down at the beach and looking out at the water. Here's the card. And we see a whale in the background. We see her looking at a map, and it says at the bottom, if you can't see it, it says the word voyage.
Mm,
It says you already have all the answers. And when I was looking at this and I see the whale in the background and I just see her looking at a map and all of those comets or whatever is coming down from above, the first thing when I was reading this, it says, you've been feeling lost for a while now. You're wandering through your life aimlessly. At times it works, at times it doesn't. Searching everywhere for meaning and never coming up with anything of substance. But then there is substance, but then there isn't substance. That's the problem. You keep searching for answers outside yourself when all the answers can be found within. If you take the time to look, you need a spiritual mentor. And at this point in your life, you know what? That person needs to be you. You need to look with what you have already. You need to look at the life that you live. You need to look where you live. You need to look at the ebb and flow. You need to look within yourself and just see what's already there. So many times we're looking for outside information. We're looking for outside assistance. And I'm not saying that those things don't help us. But what I am saying is we already know, we already have all the answers. We just need to take some time and sit and just notice and observe what's around us. So if we've been feeling lost, look within ourselves. And every time I look at this card and I see the ocean behind her, I think of the ocean flowing in and flowing out. When I think of her looking at these maps, wondering, where should I go to next? What should I do next? And it's just a beautiful card. Thank you. What's up
yes,
next, Marie?
yes. I love that card. It's time for us to start creating for us, for
For
ourselves, not based on the opinions of others. Are you in a job you don't like because you feel like you have something to prove to your parents, to your coworkers, to society? Are you in a relationship you don't like because, I don't know, you thought that's what you were supposed to do and now you can't see a way out? It's time for us to start creating for ourselves. It's like the answers are within you. So stop looking outside and asking for opinions and checkpoints and signs. Look within. You can ask for signs from spirit. I'm just saying,
right.
stop looking to signs from man, signs from other individuals. When you have your own path and your own inner compass, your own inner guidance, your own map, like that lady holding a map, that will guide you towards what is most beneficial for you. I love that. So the Oracle deck that I'm going to is called Witch's Wisdom. It's a rather new deck for me. It's all purple, y'all. It's purple
Wow.
with, oh, look at the side. Look at the side. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So I have a friend of mine who keeps buying decks that don't resonate with her, and then she gives them to me. So I've gotten about 3 decks from her. I just hope she keeps buying decks that don't resonate with her because I love them all. Anyway, abundance, right? Abundance. Decks I didn't have to pay for. Here's the card that I pulled from Witch's Wisdom. And I'll just hold it up. It's a little thing. The card is spell. And at the bottom, at the top, it says spell. And at the bottom, it says manifestation. And it's just some funny kind of scripting on there. It's not really a real spell. It's talking about frog legs and newts. So let's go and see what the card meaning is. Spell manifestation. Of course, we have a card about manifestation coming up on all of these changes, things being moved away, calling new energies in. Of course, it's time to take our manifestation to a new level. So here's what it says. There's a little incantation, I guess you would call it. Make a wish or cast a spell. Your magic works so very well. Be sure to keep the threefold law. Gifts will abound. Gifts will abound all the more. So this magic is worked with harm to none. So mote it be, there it is done. So the witch's wisdom. This is a good time for you to work spells, for magic abounds. Work some of that moon magic. Tomorrow, y'all, I don't know if I mentioned it. It's tomorrow. It's happening tomorrow for those of us in the States. This super moon is happening tomorrow. So maybe you want to create your own little spell, say, do some moon magic, whatever. But it's very, very good time, favorable for doing magic or spell works. And if you're like magic spell works, that sounds crazy. I'm not a witch. Okay. Intention setting, same thing. Intention setting and manifesting. If you choose to use spells to set your intention and manifest, that's what it's saying. Very good time for all of this energy. Your manifestation abilities are heightened and a magical energy runs through all that you put your focus on. Your gift at this moment in time to bring about what you desire is strong, as is your understanding of the elements, herbs, and candle magic. But remember to be careful what you wish for, as you could be blind to any unseen factors if the action you take is not for the highest good. So I know all of y'all out there listening to manifestations, y'all already know, do this for the highest good of all involved, not just for your own highest good. Do this for the highest good of all involved, because what? Because you're part of all that is. You can't ask for good for yourself while dismissing others. It doesn't work that way. You're part of all that is. Let's see, where was I at? Manifestations ask you to heed the threefold law and to remember that whatever you send out comes back. Be transparent about your wishes and take into consideration any consequences that may occur. Live accordingly in harmony with a level of consciousness that will harm none, and be aware of your thoughts and words at every moment. Master this, and you will be in a position to receive all that you ask for. It goes on to say, under witch's foresight, you have the Midas touch right now. Y'all know the story of King Midas. Everything he touches turns to gold. Go touch something. Go put your energy into something. Remember to use clarity when visualizing your desires. Use positive affirmations to ensure the outcome that you wish for. Your spells are working. Your intentions are manifesting. Let me put it in a different way for those of y'all that don't speak witch. Your intentions are manifesting. Study and follow the threefold law. Do I need to read this last part? No, it's just kind of a repetition of what we already covered. So overall, this card, in the big scheme of things, I'm pulling this card for myself, but also for the collective. It's reminding you. I was going to say one thing, and Spirit is talking in my ear. It said, we're reminding you to get off your ass, because y'all keep asking for things. This is Spirit talking to me and also to us through me. We keep asking for things, and we keep doing all of the mind work, all of the non-physical work, all of the shadow work, all of the things in our spiritual world, which is great, which is why we got that 2 of Pentacles, spiritual and earthly balance. But it's like, okay, you got yourself in this really great, bright, shining light place in the spiritual world. But what's going on with your earth life? Why is that not a match? Why are you this amazingly connected spiritual being? What's going on with your earth life though? So this card about spell work, intentions, manifestation is saying very respectfully, get off your ass and put all of that knowledge and that wisdom and that energy into a physical action that's going to move the momentum in your physical reality towards what you want to experience in this physical world. All right. What else we
Okay.
got? I think we got time for maybe one more card.
Well, this card is from the Divine Energy Oracle of Sonia Choquette. And the card is engage higher reason. And as I read it, it's not, okay, let's try this. There we go. It just says engage higher reason. So this is what it says. Are you unsure of what is actually true and what is just your fear of illusion talking? Are you feeling insecure and threatened? Not to worry, you're safe. It's time to discern fact from fiction, however, and respond to life's challenges in a grounded, objective way instead of an emotionally reactive one. Oops, Jacqueline. No emotionally reactive one? Woo! Rise above the rushing river of your emotions and engage your reason and logic to better navigate the daunting emotional charged rapids of the moment. Now, it says here the divine energy is calling you to be detached and observe the situation objectively for a moment. That's speaking right to me. Be detached and observe the situation, taking nothing personally. That's tough. Remain calm and available to all points of view. So the divine invitation, and that's another little section of these cards, says resist emotional drama, Jacqueline. Avoid its addictive lure and see it for the waste of energy it is. Use your higher reason to sort fact from fiction. Begin by looking at a situation from all sides. Organize your thoughts and tune into your sixth sense for clarity. For example, if you're caught in an endless spiral of conflict with someone, ask yourself, what do I want to happen? And what's actually occurring instead? What am I doing to prevent my desired outcome? Oh, when things are turned around, to me personally, when there's a bit of a conflict, wow. And when I have to think, what am I doing to prevent my desired outcome? It's usually me. In fact, 99% of the time, it's me. What's the first step I must take in order to move forward? It says here, reason isn't the opposite for intuition. Rather, it clears the way to better access your inner guidance. Allow your logic to lead you right now. Stay out of the drama. Resist emotional drama. Oh, that feels like it's coming right into my heart. Resist emotional trauma. Ooh, ooh. Okay, Valerie. Resisting
Mm,
emotional drama. Oh,
interesting. You know, when you were talking about conflict and you said, when I reflect and I figure it must be me, another way that I sometimes look at it after I get done cursing and being upset, another way that I like to look at it is the understanding that if I am part of all that is, then all of the individuals that I interact with in my life are part of all that is. Like I'm connect, like I see it as like a video game where the person playing the video game is the real me. And all of these are just characters that I have developed to interact with. So when I have a conflict with another character, I'm asking myself, why would I create that? What about my experience thought that that would be a good idea to create this conflict with this other individual? And what can I get out of this conflict? Or why is this conflict here? Is it meant just to bring emotions up? Is it meant for a bigger purpose? Is there a lesson? Is there no lesson? But viewing
yeah.
it that way takes the judgment off the individual, off the person, and instead just looks at it as an experience. Why is this experience being presented to me? And that's just such an easier way for me to navigate challenges like that when I remember to. Let me emphasize the when I remember to do it that way part, because Valerie don't always resolve conflicts in that way. But I know Spirit is bringing that knowledge up to me right now to share that insight and that wisdom with others. Um, so the last deck, I do believe, yep, we got 6 minutes. We can do it. We can do it. Moonology manifestation. I felt that that was very fitting since we talked a lot about what do you want from life. And now is a good time to manifest it in the many ways, the many messages that have come to us today. So we'll wrap up with Moonology manifestation. I pulled two cards and I'm asking Spirit which card to go to. And I'm getting that both of them are relevant. So we'll kind of breeze through this really quick. I've got new moon in Gemini. Is that correct? Yes. And the little quip is think it through. Think it through. That's reminding me of that page of swords, thought processes,
Yeah.
communication. Think it through. Let's see if I can find it quick enough. New moon in Gemini. Think it through. A positive outcome lies ahead. However, to take this opportunity from the ethers and make it real, that's that taking it from the non-physical and putting it into the physical.
Yeah.
You need a positive mindset. On some level, you already know how to get what you want. Use your smarts. Think it through. Look for the signpost about what to do next. Ask, what am I expecting? Focus on positive expectations. Expectations attract. If you're having doubts, talk to someone. That's that community card, 3 of Cups. Call in your helpers. Make a list of your goals. There is a way through. Use your mind and your words to help others see things your way. The manifesting focus. This card is especially a good sign for matters related to a flirtatious situation, anything written, an upset you've had on a relationship that feels blocked. And then the mindset is expressing whatever is on your mind is always a good idea. But this card also suggests that you need to do some inner work and to trust your intuition. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next card real quickly. I believe that one fits in very well with the messages we've received previously. But this one is the center. This one, of course, is the perfect card to wrap up. And now I see why Spirit gave me two cards. This one is last quarter moon in Capricorn. And what does it say? Leave the past behind. I cannot say that statement without thinking of the Timon and Pumbaa line. Put your behind in the past. Leave the past behind. Last quarter moon in Capricorn. Let me find that for you, wonderful, lovely folks. Last quarter moon in Capricorn. I wish these were like numbered, but I can find it. We can get there. Leave the past behind. Something is standing between you and what you want and how you can get it. Anybody feel that way? Raise the hands. Put it in chat. You feel like you're almost there, but you just can't figure it out. Something is standing between you and what you want and how you can get it. That's okay. Now you know it's there. You can do something about it. You just need to be strategic. It's wonderful to go for things with a childlike, carefree attitude. That's that page of swords. But drawing this card suggests that you need a proper plan as well. She was reading that book. She was trying to figure out, how can I do this smarter? Leave the past behind. You may need to move through and clear a criticism someone has made of you, which has somehow burned itself into your brain. You have work to do. What are those things that just keep nagging at you? Something somebody said 5-6 weeks ago. Let it go. The manifesting mix. The moon has bright, shining energy, but a reserved pressure is piling on. The manifesting mind, I didn't quite understand that. The manifesting mindset. The great thing about knowing what stands between you and your goal is that you can do something about it. Sometimes just knowing that it is there doesn't mean you have to decipher the block. I look at it this way. I'm going to try to be quick because I know we're running out of time. I look at it this way, and Spirit uses this imagery for me a lot in readings. They show me a path, a literal path, like it's a dirt path out in nature somewhere. And when there are blocks, restrictions, something holding us back, it presents itself as a big boulder. So imagine you're walking down your path, and now there's this big boulder on your path. You know something is there that is preventing you from moving forward to the thing that you want that's on the other side of the boulder. What a lot of us do is we sit down and we study that fucking boulder. We decide if it's granite, if it's concrete, what's this made of, and now, okay, now that I know what it's made of, let me also figure out what is the best way to destroy this. Should it be an explosive charge? Okay, now I got to research everything on explosives. That's 3 months right there. Nope, not going to be explosives. Maybe I need a jackhammer. Okay, now I got to teach myself how to use a jackhammer. So we do all of this work, sitting our ass down on the path with this boulder in front of us, researching it, finding it, digging into it. Get your ass up and walk around the boulder. That's what I'm trying to say right now. That's what Spirit is trying to say. Sometimes we spend so much time focusing on the problem that we are blocking ourselves from seeing the solution. Walk around it. You don't need to know anything other than it is something that is blocking your path and you no longer want to be blocked. Find a way to move around it instead of trying to find a way to destroy it or figure it out or understand it. If it's meant to be understood, you will get that clarity. Believe me, you will get that clarity because it'll keep showing up time and time again with more clues, with more insight. So walk around your boulders, find the path forward, deal with this tower indication, with this new start. So much energies. Find your community, reach out for help if you need it. I'm always available. I'm available for private readings. Some of you know this. I know we're right at time, but I do have a shorter reading option that I just put out last month. It's called the Espresso reading. So if you need a quick check-in, I'm available for that. And I wish you the best, everyone. Manifest the shit out of your life, as I always say. Take these messages to be forewarned, but also to understand that I can create anything I want. And that's why I'm coming to get this insight and this knowledge so that I can move forward on my path with confidence, with surety, with joy, with happiness. All right. Thanks, everyone. It's been a wonderful Monday. Have a great rest of your week.
And thank you, Valerie, for inviting me. It was wonderful to have time together to do this.
Happy birthday, Jacqueline.
Absolutely.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes, happy birthday. Jacqueline's birthday was this past weekend.
Happy birthday,
And for those of
Jacqueline.
y'all that know Paula Robbins. For those of y'all that know Paula Robbins, her birthday is today. So go wish her a happy birthday on the socials. All
Yay.
right. Love to you all.
Thank you,
Bye,
Valerie.
everyone.
Love you guys.
Bye. That was great. Well done.